when I think about the person that I was before joining the Keystone family and being part of a Keystone family, I think, like, how did I get here? And I think from the minute we walked in the doors of Keystone, my husband and I both felt a pressing to remain there. And like I said, do something scary. And the scary thing was showing up every week and being real and being authentic, and bringing our mess hard. We brought our mess hard. And we were met with no judgment, and just love and encouragement. And I think from that, my husband and I both have experienced physical healing in our body, but also spiritual healing and wisdom that we've never received before. I think that coming into a group of people that are willing to meet you where you're at, no matter where it is, no matter what that looks like or sounds like or feels like, and just remaining beside us and not giving up on us. I think that we experienced God's love in a level that we never had. And because of that, I've noticed that we think differently, we talk differently. We've sought after freedom in a way that we never have before and never would have without the encouragement and the example of others that have been where we are, or have not been where we are, but have been to other places that have helped us. And I'm so grateful for the richness they bring to our life, for the laughter, for the realness, for the tears, for the prayers. I don't know how many times in a rough, difficult season that we've been in, I've come home to dinner on my porch with a 6-pack of beer and just like an encouraging note, like, spend time with your family, don't worry about dinner. Or just being with a group of women that are willing to put aside comparison and pettiness and just delve into each other and pour into each other. It's something I've never experienced before. I know one of the women in Keystone talks about the family that you're born into and the family that you get to choose. And choosing Keystone has been the most difficult thing I've ever done, but also the most rewarding thing I've ever done. We love our Keystone family, and we would not be where we are today in relationship with God even, or with Keystone, if it weren't for just their pressing and their consistency and encouragement.
Happy birthday, Keystone. Thanks so much for being a place of rest and healing for us. Thank you for letting us come in as we are, accepting us. Thank you that we truly do belong with you guys. Thanks for your patience and your love as we walk out healing and walk into our true selves.
We really appreciate being able to be part of the journey with you and you with us. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Guest. I've been going to this youth group for about 2 years now. Now, before going into the youth group, I was struggling a lot with depression and anxiety. I talked to a few counselors, but I really wasn't finding anything that worked for me. The first night I went to youth group, I had this overwhelming feeling that when you were here, that you were extremely loved by specifically the youth group leaders and overall Donovan. Now, one of the things Donovan prides himself on is making sure that the kids, when they're there at the youth group, is actually feeling loved and feeling like he's someone they can talk to, which is something they've definitely achieved at the youth group. Ultimately, I'm extremely thankful for both what Donovan, Haley, Josh, and Rachel have done for the youth group, because I can't honestly say I would be here without it. I now feel better about talking about people, coming forward with my issues about depression and anxiety, and even getting help with them. Ultimately, I'm very thankful for the youth group entirely.
This is Ted Mell. I want to say that when I came to Keystone about 2 years ago, I was a broken man. I was broken spiritually and emotionally, physically, and Keystone let me belong. And you allowed me to heal and grow. Am I still broken? Yes, there's things in my life that are still broken, but I know that it's a safe place at Keystone to get that healing. I would not be here today if it weren't but for 3 men in my life. Pastor Lonnie, Mike McCord, and Gary Black. They have encouraged me and exhorted me and helped me walk through my life. So I'm encouraging you, Keystone, today to embrace the suckage, embrace walking in liminal space, and allow God to heal you. I'm so grateful for Keystone. Thank you for allowing me to serve and love and grow with you.
Hey Keystone family, what a blessing, what an incredible 5 years it's been. When we first found Keystone Church, we had just had our first kid, had come back from a year of missions, and we were tired. And I think we still had hope, but didn't necessarily have expectation for what church could be. And to have seen how this church and this community has grown, to have seen Pastor Lonnie and the leadership constantly listening to the Spirit, even when it goes counter to what our culture usually deems a church should do. We have just been so blessed, and we've grown so much, and we're so proud of this body and the chance that we have to be a part of it. We know God is doing bigger and bigger things every year, and we are excited to see what comes out of the next 5.
When you think about doing missions overseas, you see and have an expectation and a hope for God to do big things. And when we came back off the mission field, we were looking for a community and a body of believers who shared that expectation and shared that hope. And it was a hunger deep, deep down inside, even that I don't even know that we could verbalize it yet. And when we met Lonnie and Teresa, we were hopeful for what God was going to do through them in our community, but had no idea that that same hunger for seeing God move and being willing to drop everything and do what He's asked us to do in an extravagant way was also something that resonated in their hearts too. And walking out these last 5 years, it's been time after time seeing the body of believers come together and say, oh my gosh, you have that hunger too? You have that hunger too? And going after it. So let's believe for bigger and better things this next 5 years.
Love you guys.
Hey Keystoners, I didn't want this momentous occasion to pass without assuring you of our love for you. Sheena and I are so excited for you guys, and we're proud of you, proud of what you've been doing. And I'm sure that she'd be on this video right now if she wasn't upstairs being all pukey, because I hear that pregnancy does that to a lady. But in a very short time, you all made such an impression on us. There have been so many moments where we revisit and remember our time with you all. It was just a week before we moved to Pennsylvania to plant this experiment. And I know that you all had me preach and stuff, but you guys prayed over us. You prophesied over us. And guys, that meant more than you could ever know. And this is something that really made an impression, because I remember that Haley was leading worship that night, and Catherine was powerhousing the pre-service prayer. David and Harlan were mingling and having pastoral conversations with folks, and Lonnie was sitting in the front row saying, come on, and amening a whole lot. And Teresa was prophesying in the most not weird way. So what I'm saying is that you guys are a rare and special breed. You just don't see the whole body moving that way in a lot of churches. And I'm not saying this to blow smoke or say that you guys are so much better than those other dumb churches over there. No, I'm telling you that you are living out a story that others will one day hear and be encouraged and challenged by. I know I'm praying that the body of Christ wakes up, and it's going to take woke people to wake people. And I think that that's you all. So be encouraged, guys, and get ready. So cheers to the next 5 years and many more.
Hi Keystone family, congratulations on 5 years of ministry. Woohoo! Happy anniversary. We are so excited for you guys. It's an honor to serve Jesus alongside you and to be a part of this journey for the last 5 years. It's something that we're so proud of you guys. The way that you have served day in and day out for 5 years is a pretty awesome thing.
And you're doing it right. You're doing it through family and heart connect. And there's just no better way to do church than just living everyday life together.
So the best way that we can say happy anniversary is through a family song. So let's go to the table.
Oh boy, you must be tripping!
Yeah, road tripping.
Coming from our stinky, nasty, throw-up-filled car to your beautiful eyes and ears this evening is our lyrical, musical gift to you. Here is the Meyer Musical Extravaganza.
And I will always love you. 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 Darling,